What? What do you have to say to everybody, Little Stripes? Yeah. I think what Little Stripes is trying to say is we want to thank you all for several great years of supporting LAOL and the content and the channel. We really appreciate it. I thought I'd put together a fun little holiday video for everybody. It's the best of LAOL cold openings, outtakes, and deleted scenes. So I usually put some sort of outtakes or something funny at the end of all the videos. Not all of them, but most of them. So if you're not staying till the end, you're missing out. So I want to wish you all a happy holidays, a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, and I hope you enjoy the show. I need your chains, your pins, and your grousers. I can't let you take the boys' tracks. You know what I mean? I can't let you take the boys' tracks. That's off. There's our full choke. You had your finger in there?
No, I'm fine.
All right. Dad says he doesn't want them even because pilots and airplanes, they have different knobs so you can feel that they're different. So.
Yeah, right.
So this is our 10,000-pound plane here.
Yeah.
And we want this machine to be as quiet as a Ferrari, quiet as a Lincoln Continental, as quiet as a Mercedes. Let's check out the skiddy. Got water. Got a meowing kitty. Got oil. Click, 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 click. What do you think? That torqued. These things are sticky, man.
They gotta be pushed.
Yeah.
That's all there is to it.
To answer a question, yes, I'm wearing hickory stripe bib overalls, and this is not because I'm an engineer or anything. It's because these are the only USA made roundhouse bib overalls that I could find in my size. I have some ordered in my size, but they've been ordered for about 6 or so months, so I'm still waiting for them to get here. But I kind of like them. And it drives my mom and my wife nuts that I mix the patterns, the stripes, with the plaid. They hate it. Say it's terrible, but I love it. I say it fits my personality. Weird. And before I go any further, I need to get the engine jacked up and blocked up in the middle, more central, so I can get access and remove the bell housing and the front cover. Well, that's not exactly what I had in mind, but no harm, no foul. Kind of landed on the blocks I had on the other side. I'll pick it up with a crane and set it properly this time. D4 engine recovery crew here. There we go. Should spin when I get it up there. There we go. Ugh. Well, that was not fun. I'm very, very happy with how it's blocked right now. It shouldn't go anywhere. Now I gotta clean up this mess that I made. And please, don't show any of that last stuff I just told you to my wife. Please, please, please. Ugh, took a chunk out of the floor. Let's not let the cleaner see that. Perfect. Okay, everything's cleaned up. No harm, no foul. Remember, don't tell the cleaner, don't tell my wife. Please, 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 please. And remember what we talked about earlier. Don't say anything to anybody. I could tell you I've thought of a lot of other nicknames for Lefty since this whole track thing. A lot. Some of them I can't share on here. Jolene, 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 Jolene. Were you waiting for me? I knew it. This reminds me of the time when, well, we dropped a backhoe bucket on Grandpa's brand new Dodge pickup in 1994, I think. Right when those new ones came out, the new style everybody wanted. He had a diesel, and it bent that tailgate. Like, I don't know, we dropped it, but we set it on there, and it bent it like a rainbow. So, Dad and I took the stabilizer on the backhoe, took the tailgate off, put some blocks out on the concrete, and put a blanket over it, bent it back, and that darn tailgate, it never worked right for Grandpa. I don't know. It worked, but he never really knew. He'll probably watch this and he'll know. Sorry, Grandpa. Yeah, we bent that tailgate. That's why it never closed right. There she goes. Woohoo! Yeah! That is what victory looks like. Hello and welcome to Lefty's Radiator Shop. I'm in the process of taking apart this one. We just pressure tested it and it failed. And over here at Lefty's Radiator Shop, the cleaner is the real star of the show. He's over here rodding out cores on the next one we're going to test and probably have to take out of here. Because here at Lefty's Radiator Shop, we do it right twice. But hopefully not 3 times. But if we do, the 3rd time's a charm. Easy, boy. Easy.
There, do it?
Yeah, all right.
Well, it's off.
And it didn't land on my my electric hammer. I don't think we broke anything.
No.
It just was probably dumb as hell the way we did this.
It was rather dramatic.
Yeah. All we managed to do today was dump a track off a D4 and hit myself in the hand with a hammer. You can see it right up there. We got 1 hour on the hour service meter. 1 hour. You won't find any greater hours on the D4. It's a great hour. The greatest hour ever on this D4. Probably better than the hours that were put on it when it was factory new. People are going to say, wow, what a great hour that was. Let's flip these ejectors. Let's flip these ejectors around.
You would never make it as a cleaner because you do a lousy cleaning job.
Hey, my cleaning is on par with Grandpa's.
Yeah, which is sometimes none.
I mean, yeah, true. What are you doing? You can't sit there, kitty. Hey, ouch. No, ow. What are you doing? This fall, we all have a decision to make. We can fix this. I do labor stuff too. Hey, does anybody know where I can wash my hands? Anybody? This is a chicken. A lot of folks sit on the fence, but you won't find anybody that can lean on a fence quite like I can. And I even got a piece of wheat in my mouth to prove I'm authentic. This is a red tractor behind me, and these tractors are yellow. You will never hear me complain about the heat. Are we done with this? It's getting hot. If you vote for LAOL with your subscription, you'll get someone who never takes life too seriously. Ooh, hot. I drive a pickup truck. Wait a minute. I drive a pickup truck. Are we sure that's what this is? Staring at the sun hurts my eyes. This fall, vote for LAOL with your subscription. I just figured out why we're not getting any chicken eggs around here. Looks like 7 UD4s make a great nest.
Look at all those chickens.
You see, even the chickens around here are fans of Caterpillar. Once we get some primer on these, the plan is to paint them just from the bottom. No, that's not the plan. What am I talking about? I don't even know. We've sourced the parts that we're gonna need to get this gantry. I'm very excited because we've sourced all the parts we're gonna need to get this gantry train. Nope. Okay, there's a wasp nest in the pony motor exhaust. Like mud daubers had it plugged up. It just shot that out of there. Crazy.
I swore I cleaned that out.
I know we did.
Oh, you know what? We never took that manifold off of there.
Well, maybe not.
Well, it's blowing it out now.
All right, we ready?
Yeah.
Today we're going to put together on camera there. Are you done moving stuff?
No.
That'll really mess you up when you pick up a pencil and try to erase something and it's got lubriplate on it.
Yeah, that's why you wipe it across your belly to clean it off.
This is what you get when Neanderthals put together a Caterpillar D4.
Yeah.
We do like our fire. Fire's good. That does explain our fascination with the cutting torch. When I was younger, in my, I don't know, 12, 13 years old, we were out shoveling rock on a septic system Grandpa was putting in. And my cousin and I were out there, and we figured out that it was hot. It was a really hot day. You know, we could get a break if we went over to the water jug and got water. So my cousin and I were spending a lot of time at the water jug, and Grandpa, he says, I see you boys are spending a little time at the water jug. I had to give you some salt tablets so that you don't drink so much water. And the truth is, Grandpa did. He dug around in the service truck, found some salt tablets, and my cousin and I took them. From then on, he was wise to our tricks. He'd say, I see you boys spin at that water jug a little too much lately. I miss the 80s. Yo ho, yo ho. That was a lot of work today.
On the hottest day of the year.
Yeah, 103. It's miserable out here. Yo ho. I think the key to winning a torch off is being able to power through those stretches where there's grease or concrete stuck to it. You got to be able to work around it a little bit. And you got to be thorough with your cuts. You got to make sure you get all the way through and stay hydrated. You got to stay hydrated. It's hot out here today. Dad and I were working hard, and we were both tapped out completely, very tired. So staying hydrated is real important during a great torch off. I want to thank Harris Torches for this victory today. I want to thank my father for teaching me how to use a cutting torch, and my sweet wife who's operating the camera right now. Any words about this historic loss today?
I don't know that it was It was only a second's difference, so.
Dad makes everything into a competition. Howdy y'all, it's Aaron with Flex Tape. Have you robbed parts off of your antique Caterpillar or other tractor and have no way to plug it up and keep the rain from getting in? Try Flex Tape. Finally got that pesky carburetor off of there? Try Flex Tape. Flex Tape covers magneto mounting holes too. Hey Big Stripes, what do you think of Flex? Ow! Ow! That is a 1/2 inch. I knew it.
I told you.
No, you told me it was 9/16. Well, there you have it. I say that too much, don't I?
Yeah.
All right. Well, there it is. I say that too much, don't I?
Problem.
Yeah. Howdy, Festus. Big Stripes and I are here for that exhaust manifold. You gonna give it up easily? You already plumb took my shoes, my boots. Hey, what else do you want from me? That's right, Big Stripes. You hold him down. We're gonna get the exhaust manifold. What are you doing down there, cleaner?
I got some grease from somewhere. That's why you gotta keep the floor clean.
These are a 15/16. So in the next clip, my camera decided it was just plain too hot to record audio. So here I am putting on the gasket. I do want to thank you for joining LAOL Midweek Edition. That bolt was in the way of that, so we had to take that little bolt out. And now we're going to put the line up to the head. That's the oil line that oils the head. That one is for the gauge, the oil pressure. Now I'm pointing at something and I can't remember what. But yep, there's where the dipstick goes. Oh, we're putting the filter on. Find the hole. Find the hole. Find the hole. Come on, man. There you go. Alright, so the oil filter housing's on. Now we're going to snug it up. Ratchet, 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 ratchet sounds. Oh, yep, it's Caterpillar. There's always one where it won't work. Put the dipstick in. And now we're going to put the oil line on. And yeah, it's easy. Just goes right here behind the decompression system. Oh, it's too short. It's not going to fit. So we're going to ride this struggle bus here for a minute or two. And then figure out we can tighten the bottom, then stretch it up there and tighten the top. And yep, using a line wrench like you're supposed to. And snugging that up. And Dad's cleaning up gaskets on the radiator because, well, he's the cleaner. I wanted to call him something else, but cleaner stuck. And, no, it was good, what I was going to call him. But, yep, there's the engine. Oil system's on there. And, I do want to thank you for watching. And we'll see you on the next one. Oh, a little short, but, yep, there you go. Looks like I got a few seconds left, and now we're in the outro. The outro's going. I do want to thank you for joining us on this LAOL Midweek Edition video, and I hope you'll join us in the future. Ratchet, 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 ratchet. You're going to need a pressure regulator. Got a piece of 1/4 inch steel here? No, that ain't 1/4 inch. Okay, it is. I was right the first time. When it wants to. When I'm not on camera, it works fine. These holes in this flange just a little bit so that my bolts will fit in there. Don't eat my mustache. I got whiskers too. Now where are you going? On my lap. Right where I don't need you. That's alright. I appreciate it. You were so excited when I come out here. You just can't wait to come see me. Don't forget to turn in for the radio. Turn in? That's weird.
No, I'm worried about this. I'm going to put it over here on my table.
Okay.
I'm worried that's going to get bent or dropped or lost. It'll be right here with this stuff.
Or get abducted by somebody in a van with ice cream and candy.
Yeah.
Dad didn't like that I set the gasket for the pony motor carburetor up here. That was an off-color joke. I apologize for that. weld a nut on what's left of this bolt in here. And in theory, that nut will stick to that what's left of the bolt. And I got a little bit of threads there, so it's kind of tightened up on there. And when that weld heats up that bolt, it'll expand, and then when it cools, it'll contract, and it should be able to unscrew right off of there. But we're going to find out. This is the same thing that I did when I got all the bolts out of the radiator that were completely rusted out. I unscrewed the nut. I don't get it. My weld is not penetrating that bolt.
It's all rusty.
I ground it.
I know, but that's hard. I would just drill it out.
Just to explain how big of a pain today was for us, Dad, take it away.
This is probably why I've been so grouchy all afternoon. When I pulled that seat apart and took all them old rusty things out, there were a bunch of these little tacks in there. And starting at about noon or right after I did that, I had a rock in my shoe. And I took my shoe off and I couldn't find anything. Well, it's quitting time now. And I took my shoe off because it kept poking me. And guess what? I turned it over and this nail was in there. And when I'd step on it just right, guess what? It's been annoying me all afternoon.
And I know it's been annoying him because he's made it very clear it's been annoying him.
Because I've been annoying you.
Yes. Can you remember why we were looking forward to doing track work?
No.
How'd you cut your finger?
I don't know. I don't want to get blood all over.
Yeah, you ruin our nice D4 with your blood.
I know.
Dad's biggest concern is that we got blood on the tractor.
That's right.
Here you go. Is it bad?
No.
Dad cut himself somehow, but now we can literally say we've got blood, sweat, and tears in this. We've been crying since day one. That details this in a little bit more detail. I've explained to him that we have an electric battery-powered Sawzall.
Yes, I know. I'm just getting a good start, so the Sawzall will work good. That's all.
He wasn't going to until I mentioned it. I'm talking about squaring up the end.
I did.
On the belt sander.
No, on the grinder. We never had belt sanders.
Well, we have one now. Why don't we use it?
You don't need it because you do that on the grinder.
Dad's pet peeve is leaving the DQ swirl on the end of a greaser, right?
I always tell, especially you, because you left a beautiful one. You made it an art.
It was an art. People would come from miles around to see my DQ swirl.
I wouldn't go that far.
There's one thing that I've been wanting to tell everybody. Nobody ever guessed what kind of music I listen to, so I will let everybody know if and when I hit 10,000 subscribers. I think that's fair.
That looks terrible.
Yes, you made that one. Or I made it. I might have made it.
Made that one. That don't look like my work.
Dad's criticizing my homemade gasket. That certainly was a lot of work, but we are way... Before we go any further, I've got to put the... I don't know what you call this. Test subject 4G9986 experiment. Komatsu paint on a classic Caterpillar.
How dare you!
Previous tests have led to rather catastrophic results, most recently on 7J4739. As can be seen here, the results have been rather catastrophic. Side effects have included metal in the oil and premature engine failure. Sample sections will be fenders and track guards. It's afraid. Here we go. Initial test on this floor panel with the old paint. Go ahead and spray it. Let's see what happens. What was that? What was that? No! We got her all drawn and quartered up here on the hoist. And this is how we were able to find her old Lefty's signature. Came out of the frame. Well, goat heads, ow, ow, and flaxseed. If you use flaxseed as bait, D4s out here, they just can't resist it. Well, what do you think that this D4 registers on the Boone and Crockett? And as soon as it warms up, we'll go for another coat. Oh, no, kitty. Oh, no. I think this valve cover is just bound and determined to have something wrong with it. That was kind of my own fault, but this is a lot more big stripes proof. I still love that cat. I think we're about out of paint on this batch, so we're going to mix up another one, and everything's getting very yellow. Oh, yellow. Ever since childhood, for my whole life really, I've suffered from this addiction. Far out, man. Whoa. Way cool. Totally awesome, man. Far out. I think it might be time to finally talk about my addiction. So yeah, it's true. I'm addicted to yellow iron and I can't help myself, but I can quit anytime I want to. When we install this on the filter, the filter. There is going to be an O-ring, a 7B03. Up next is this part that goes on the bottom, just like so right here. Wait a minute, is that right? What's that hole do? Cleaner? Dad just had a toddler meltdown because his favorite orange knife went missing.
It was missing for about 30 minutes.
Yes, we were tearing the shop apart looking for it.
That's why.
And I offered that he could use my blue one that's exactly the same, but it wasn't his orange one.
I want my own.
He wants his orange knife.
Any of those.
All right, we'll use a couple of these nuts. There's a joke there. I'm going to snug all this stuff up tomorrow. I'm still waiting for these nuts, the paint on them. These nuts. I did it again. So somehow, we ended up with around 9 D4s out here. We got one that runs. Sort of. Hopefully another one. And then another one after that. But I really like having all these parts and all these D4s. What if I play some music for them? They'll reproduce when we're not looking. Okay, you guys. We'll check back later. Every year, thousands of tractors rust away in unknown fields and pastures, forgotten by time and neglect. Many waiting for that day when somebody finally saves up enough money to fix it up. With your help, engines like Hit and Miss Jenny here are now, despite a cracked head, firing on all one cylinder. For as little as the price of a cup of coffee a month, D4 Carl here might get that sledgehammer taken to the engine and get it unstuck. Thanks to your generous support and LAOL state-of-the-art 1920s tool building technology, some of these machines are going to live for generations to come. So from the bottom of our heart, we thank you. And thank you for the channel support, the subscribes, the memberships, and everything else. Because of you, This old junk is going to get a second chance. And Wheezy here thanks you too. Thank you. High five.
I think we shall call you Mini Cleaner.
Okay.
Yeah, hi little Stripes. Haven't seen you for a while. Meow, nice to see you too. Big Stripes here over here. And not sure that we wanted to you camera bomb you. What are you doing? You just can't resist, huh? Yeah. Meow. Meow. What are you two sisters doing? Meow. Oh, kitty. This is 2 times now. You're definitely going to make the blooper reel. You don't care. As long as you get petted, huh? Alright, like I was... kitty! This is times 3. Times 3, kitty! What are we singing this morning? Yeah, I like that tune. Meow. What? Are you stuck? Am I not paying attention to you? I wouldn't step on that. You're something else. Alright. Meow. You're just a happy kitty. Nothing wrong with that. So that's why we're making this tool today. What are you doing? You just refuse to let me alone today. We're looking for bearings, kitty. Come help me find a bearing. Now what you done? You got yourself stuck up there? Huh? Come on. Come on. Let's play pirate. I'll get you down. Knowing that manufacturers spend a lot of time and money on research and development to get the right oils for their units. Ooh, that sounded not right. Got that cut, and I'll leave this up here on the welding bench so I can move it around 100 times before I get tired of moving it and put it back where it goes. Hey, look who's already found her way out here. What are you doing, Big Stripes? Alright, let's get in this thing. Not the... Ow! Well, that wasn't a good start to the day. I think we're going to do the crane thing after it freezes. Well, after the dust settled, I got stung about 8 times. My hands swelled up like a balloon. My face is swelled up. And I got several of them on the back of my neck. And, yeah, it was kind of a restless night's sleep. Just thinking I wish I could find a parts tractor somewhere. But I've looked everywhere. I've looked all over the place. I can't find any new good track chains or anything around here. So hopefully something pops up soon. I don't know. Don't know what I'm gonna do. Maybe I do.
It's going to be hot for a long time. I'm going to go put this somewhere safe.
It just slid all the way on.
Did it really?
Yep.
You got it?
I got it. strike anywhere my... You were complaining that you weren't sure I did?
Yeah.
And it's fine.
Yeah.
I gotta sit down. Where's my chair? Where's my happy chair? Dad's looking for his happy chair. Where's your happy chair? There's your happy chair.
Where's my happy chair?
My knee's cracking. I'm getting old. My uncle's out here. We got the giggles this morning, so this is not going very well. We're not off to a good start. I can't stop laughing. I can hold it. I'm lined up right now.
No, I don't think you are.
Keep pumping, but it's not.
Uh-oh, you okay?
Yep.
What happened?
Nothing. I learned my lesson on that last one. I'm going to put this nut on here so when it pops loose, the dang thing doesn't fly across the shop like the last one. It was kind of dumb. It took a lot of pressure. I bet it took every bit of the 20 tons that this is. Yep.
Hi.
We got a dapper little gentleman that came here to visit us and have lunch with us today.
Yeah.
Are you interested in cleaning with the cleaner?
Sure.
Sure?
I'm mini cleaner anyways.
Yeah, you are mini cleaner now.
Yeah.
Oh, here comes my neighbor. Said hi. I couldn't have timed that any better if I wanted to. My parents even dated in this car. My parents even dated in this car. Maybe I don't like it. So they say never work with children or animals. Can I add old engines to that list? I see we're gonna play pirate. Huh? You gonna ride on my shoulder? That's probably not a good place to be. Look out, kitty. Ah!
See, it's just a little bit down in there, maybe about 1/4 of an inch of fuel is all it takes.
Yeah.
In there.
Definitely, definitely flooded it.
And this siphon you got to only be open about 1/2 to 2/3 of a. If you put that up there, it ran good.
Yeah. All right, we figured out the sweet spot on it.
And you got that recorded, so in a month from now we'll remember it.
Yeah, we're gonna forget. Look who's here. We got Mini Cleaner here today.
Hi.
And Mini Cleaner's dad. And who is Mini Cleaner's dad?
My dad.
But who else is he?
My father.
He's my brother.
That's true.
And where did I put my tool? I put it up there somewhere, stupid. Oh, the town clink. That guy's been in here for a while. The old lock. After working on that drawbar for 4G, I think Dad and I could get out of this thing. And I think he's actually enjoying himself.
I'm about to enjoy myself with cocktails and.
I'll probably have to edit that one out, but Dad was just mentioning that Grandpa'd be pretty mad at him. Well, why is that, Dad?
Because I didn't keep the cables rolled up and they're overlapping. That was his pet peeve.
So what are we going to do about about getting those cables twisted like that?
You know what? They'll be fine, because what we're going to do...
That's not the answer I was looking for. You're supposed to say not tell him.
Well, we're not going to tell him, but...
See if I can get all that junk out of the bell housing. All right, that one's in that socket. Oh,
Isn't that neat?
yeah. I got a mouse turd. Oh, there's a mouse. There was a mouse in here.
Where's the kitty?
I don't know. That's why it wouldn't start. Well, there's our problem. That mouse is not really happy.
No.
Here, kitty, 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 kitty.
One of my memories of this machine was we were actually in a farmer's yard digging a new well for him, and it was right in his main yard. And it was hot in the summer, well over 95 degrees. And middle of the afternoon, I ran out of water, so he had a yard hydrant out there. So I went over there to fill my water jug up with water, and there was a big shade tree there, and he had some mongrel farm dog was laying there in the shade of that tree. And I went over there, and as soon as I cracked that hydrant open, that dog come to life. He was sleeping there in the shade, and he came to the life after me. I snapped it shut, dropped my water jug, and I ran. It was probably about 40, 50 feet from this rig. My dad's in there working. I jumped up on this bumper, up onto the hood, and right up onto the cab. I was only in my 20s then, in about 3 steps. And that dog's on my heels. Luckily, I had enough time that by the time he got here, I had some distance on him when he come to the life. So he fooled around jumping at me, and finally he decided that, you know, he wasn't going to get me. So my dad swings around dumping a bucket of dirt, and he kind of seen the thing, and he's up there laughing in his seat in the machine at the whole incident. And then I was afraid to get down because the dog was, you know, he knew me then.
Yeah.
So, anyway, I swear from the ground to that roof, I did in probably 2.5 to 3 seconds.
Yeah, and that's 7 feet tall up there to that roof. So
but I didn't look like this back then.
Well, and then your dad's laughing at you.
Yeah.
I think your dad laughing at you must run in the family. That was Dad's first inclination when I got stung by all the wasps, was to laugh, right?
Yeah, and all the commotion, and I wasn't the only one. Your neighbors got a pretty good kick out of it.
Well, that was on film afterwards, but it's okay. You can all laugh at it. It is kind of funny. Here I have a really cool operator handbook, and this one is narrated by Indiana Jones.
That belongs in a museum.
No, not really. Every one of these I pick up. Yeah, it's the big can, but you only get out of it about what a normal size can has. Before I go any further on this, there's one thing I forgot to grease, and I'm surprised nobody called me out on this. That water pump. I forgot to grease the water pump right there. I'm going to give it a couple of shots. That was one of those wake up in the middle of the night and remember something you forgot scenarios. Over here on lefty, what do you think? I know what I think. Hi, Big Stripes. She says, I don't want nothing to do with this. I thought this was a cat channel. I just got them, and Big Stripes and I are trying to figure out where we set the parts. Yeah. We got parts everywhere. Kind of reminds me on Forrest Gump. Caterpillar parts, 4G parts, 7J parts, 7U parts, Farmall parts, John Deere parts, Ford parts, Chevy parts, Volkswagen parts, new parts, used parts, trailer parts. You have any luck finding them yet? Hit and miss engine parts, lawnmower parts, tool parts, other parts, crane parts, backhoe parts, parts to fix tools, tools to fix parts. It'd be logical if they were over by the tractor, wouldn't it? What do you think? I think I found them. Okay, there we go. There's the wires. There's the plugs. Points and condenser. Parts. Where's my biscuits? They're right here. Oh, yeah. Enough energy packed in those beauties to work on a D4. You want to tell them about it, or can I do it? Okay. She's sure bossy. 12 Caterpillar D4s.
Keep going forward 6 more inches than what we got.
I can hold it.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part.
And this machine is at the berry. And this one has the one with the jar pre cleaner. The strawberry beer. Blah blah. When I do these walk-arounds, I go really fast, and I go faster than I can talk. I think the day that we brought this home, Dad probably would have slept out here in the shop with it. It's been something on the back of my mind for a long time. At least for this show, I think I'm gonna go green. Come on. Oh, you made it. Somebody's been waiting here very patiently all day for me to get home. Okay, turn my magneto on, give it a little choke. Here goes. It ain't got no gas in it. What are you excited about, Dad?
Getting some new buckets.
2 clean buckets. Dad loves buckets.
Well, they're good for carrying heavy parts in, washing in.
I know, we never throw away buckets, that's for sure.
Yeah, we threw away a whole bunch. We've had a bucket shortage for a while.
And I've never heard the end of it.
We don't now. There it went. Pretty close. Oh, Dad's not gonna like that I tore up the driveway. Oh well. So much fun. Kind of a normal day for me. Well, I mean, it's not
that normal for me. I don't usually do donuts with vehicles around here. Oh, chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chim cherie. I think I know exactly what the problem is. I got a screw loose.